Hey folks, this is James, and welcome to Midwest Spirits. We wanted to make this as one of our first videos because so often we watch paranormal TV and YouTube channels, and the equipment that's used is poorly explained. They seldom talk about how it actually works, and not only that, a lot of this equipment has different perspectives. There's different lines of reasoning on how they work. And this particular piece of equipment, the SB-7 Spirit Box, is one of our favorites, and it's something that we use a lot in our spiritual practice. And so we want to talk about that with you and our perspective on it. We are under no illusions as to what the Spirit Box is. We know it's just an AM/FM radio that sweeps through channels at a high rate of speed. It produces a lot of white noise and occasionally snippets of radio broadcasts. Now, there are a few spirit boxes out there that are handmade, special made, which claim to have some metaphysical properties like the Frank's box. But here we're just talking about the standard SB-7 Spirit Box that you can get on Amazon or on a multitude of different ghost hunting equipment websites. Now, we first learned about the Spirit Box from the TV show Hellier. And Hellier, we have to say, is probably our favorite paranormal series of all time. Not only because it wasn't made for commercial TV, so you don't have the annoying lead-ups to commercial break and annoying sound effects and constant repetition, but it's beautifully filmed, and it introduced us to the SB-7 Spirit Box. And in Hellier, you see them contacting a being, or a being associated with Indrid Cold. And I looked at this, and as a magician, I said to myself, well, that's an evocation. An evocation is the art of conjuring up spirits, usually to communicate with them in some way. And the SB-7 Spirit Box is genius for that, because communication is the hardest part. It's always difficult to talk with these spirits, get your message across to them, and to hear them in a meaningful way. And the Spirit Box allows you to have almost a conversation with the spirits. Hellier also gave us a superior method for using the Spirit Box, and that comes to us from Connor Randall and Carl Pfeiffer during their time as the resident paranormal team at the infamous Stanley Hotel, which some of you might know as the inspiration for Stephen King's The Shining. So while they were working at the Stanley, they came up with this method, called it the Estes method, after Estes Park, Colorado, where the Stanley Hotel sits. What you do is the person who is listening to the Spirit Box, who we call the channeler, puts on a complete light blindfold, something that's going to block their entire field of vision. Then they plug the Spirit Box into a pair of large over-ear noise-canceling headphones. So first off, this creates a blind where the person who's listening to the Spirit Box doesn't hear the questions that are being asked around them. And so, if the person who's sitting in the Spirit Box, who's shouting out all the words that they hear when they hear them, if that syncs up with the questions that are being asked, then you know you've got something going there. Our working theory on how the Spirit Box works, well, we believe that the spirits exist to some extent outside of space and time. And because of this, it's possible that they are masters of synchronicity. They're able to create meaningful coincidences. And so, the spirits possibly may cause that radio to land on certain places, to pick out certain words, or influence the channeler, because it's running through a human conduit as well, to hear certain words or phrases. Now, of course, the communication is still somewhat garbled, can be somewhat random, but the longer you do these sessions, the more you listen to them and try to repeat them again and again, I do believe that you will find meaningful patterns in the noise. Another thing we do whenever we use the spirit box is we do a proper evocation. Now, if you want to learn more about evocation and about the spirits that we're going to conjure up tonight, Oz and Abtet, I invite you to go over to my Scroll of Thoth YouTube channel where I talk all about magic. But here, suffice to say, we're just going to do a short ritual that invites the spirits to come and talk with us. But before we do that, I'm going to invite Mary to come in because she is our best channeler on the team, and invite her to talk about her experiences in the spirit box. So, hey everybody, this is Mary, co-founder of Midwest Spirits, my wife, and she's the one we usually have in the spirit box using the Estes method, because she has a great aptitude for it. She's always been sensitive. I don't know if I'd say psychic. You say psychic?
No.
Empathic?
It's not a word I like to use.
Okay. But you're a good channeler.
Yes.
I feel like you do receive from the spirits at least better than I do. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what's it like inside the spirit box?
It's loud. uh when you first get into the spirit box, it's loud, it's fast. Uh I recommend that you get into a relaxed meditative mindset if you do any meditation. Otherwise, at least as relaxed as you possibly can be. And you're going to be blindfolded and you're going to have the headset on. And I recommend use it as loud as you can and then like one amp above that. Because you want to be jarred. You want to have that immersive experience because once you let yourself go to it, you feel the energy on it just swirling around in your head as it speeds through the channels, and you get to hear the voices. And on rare occasion you hear a voice that is very obviously not a radio voice.
Yeah, I feel like it doing the Estes method creates altered states of consciousness in and of itself.
Yeah, I recommend, even though you are blindfolded, to keep your eyes open. Occasionally you'll see an image. You're going to see the color thing that your brain automatically sends to your eyes when you're in that environment, like purples and blues. But occasionally you'll get like this overwhelming image. Uh, so I do recommend your eyes be open in the blindfold.
Awesome. So you have preferred settings. What do you like to use with the spirit box?
Well, like I said, sound as loud as you can take it, and then the next level above that. And then 350 is usually the speed through the channels. I think that 400 is about as fast as I would ever recommend it, but I like 350. I like the pace of that.
And generally on the AM setting.
Yeah, I'm not musically inclined. I love music, but that would be an interesting thing to explore for some folk. I think to be on that FM and try to do like a music interpretation.
Awesome. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do a full-blown evocation and give you an example of how the spirit box works. Aoth, Aberoth, Batsum, Itzhak, Sabioth. I am Thresciornis, scribe of the Order of Emergent Magi, Magus, Kefra, created in the flesh. The voice of Jehudi is upon my lips. Heka is in my breath. I conjure with the power of the Ogduad. Nu, the primordial water. Nuit, the ocean of stars. Hehu, god of a million years. Hehuet, the timeless desert. Kek, the corrupting darkness. Kekuet, the comforting darkness. Amun, the unknowable mystery. Amunet, the mystery revealed. I am the voice of Tahuti in the universe, scion of Thoth on earth. I descend from the palace of the stars. I greet you. I embrace you. All of you here gathered in the hall of darkness. I come once again to the gates of Duat. Amat, open the gates and let me pass. I come once again to the mansions of Thoth to speak with my friends, Oz and Abtet. Please be with me now.
Believe the system.
I believe the system. Is this Oz?
Improvement
You like the
of
new
4 yolks.
You like the new invocation?
Verify.
It's James. Are you Abtet or Oz?
No brewery.
No brewery. I want to speak with Oz.
No. But you have bills
Bill.
and flashes
Are you saying there's a spirit that I owe something
of a
to?
monk.
I want to speak to Oz.
We used to.
We can now.
Already viewed? I think so. 8.
8. That's a familiar number.
Protect. Can do better.
I want to speak to Oz.
We're with you.
Who's with me?
The fish. None.
The fish.
Even.
I don't know a fish.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oz?
You think?
I do think. I think you're there.
It's like a CB publisher, right?
Yeah. And we've been explaining the spirit box. I was wondering
Is it?
It's a way for you to communicate. We've used it a lot
1,000 vocals? Both of you? On paper?
Can you help us with investigating other spirits?
I'm here to make the medicine and tidy up.
What medicine? We could use some medicine.
We hope.
What do you hope?
9 bells.
9 bells where?
It is hard. Fight.
Do you remember last time when I asked you about
That guy. Beyond forward.
what guy?
Finally.
Do you remember the last time
We were in the grief.
when we spoke about a place called Fowler?
You're scared, you?
No, I'm not scared.
Bravely.
Yes.
You push through it.
I want to know about
Ethereal.
the spirits at the Fowler Theater.
What?
There's a place called Fowler. There's a
We
theater
become eggs and Oz.
there. Hello, Oz. Eggs and Oz. You mean Abtech?
It's direct, yes. Play it out.
Welcome, Abtech.
That hurt. Story. More precise.
There's a place called Fowler, Indiana. It's a town. Do you know of it?
It's bigger. Clearly. Spoon.
What's bigger? The town or the phenomena?
Basically. I just saw 3 lights. Vertical. Rude. Why are you persistent?
Because I want to know. I want to know about the spirits.
In the rainstorm?
And I was hoping you could help me.
And we're near in the 6s.
Who are the 6s?
Will be over soon.
What will be over soon?
Calm. We'll move something
Yeah, I'd like to see you move something.
in the house
Do you remember?
of tunes.
Do you remember the purple thing over here? Do you remember the rod, metal rod?
Do you ever
Can you touch it?
him again?
Yeah. That again.
Back at it.
It makes me happy when you do that.
Contract.
Contract.
Worry or overcycle it. It's 13.
Do you mean this contract?
It's a fever. Doctor.
Yeah. What about this contract?
Perfect.
It's perfect? I don't know about that. Have you talked to her?
Why are you eating steak?
I like steak.
We can go with or you're grown up.
Oz, what do you know about the spirits of the dead?
Yes.
Yes, what?
You go
What can
first. Past.
Well, I know about my ancestors.
English. Dying wasps.
That's not my ancestors. What can you tell me about ghosts?
We are bluey. Beside it, 5 blue.
5 blue. 5 blue what?
We're talking about it.
What are we talking about?
The bill
The bill. Do I owe something?
in the back.
Is something about to come due?
Is it a regular house?
No.
Greedy?
Who's greedy?
He
He.
in the snow?
I don't know who you're talking about.
If the groovy begins through it,
Yeah? What can you tell me about the
in
spirits?
Egypt, and rowdy.
What about
No.
Egypt?
Playing
Tell me about Egypt.
music. I'm a paella surrounded.
I don't know if that was quite the word you were looking for.
Sanctimonious worry.
I hope to see you in Egypt.
Cover the takeover. And be elsewhere. Or recover
Oz,
long
is there anything else important?
with a stock. Call it madness.
What's madness?
You
I
proven our
suppose.
people.
Yeah?
Go forward. I'm done with it.
Okay. Oz, we're going to go ahead and let you go, okay? C'est-toi, Semia. I hope you enjoyed watching that, and I hope that even if you already knew about the SB-7 Spirit Box, that you've learned a little more about it now. Please subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it. You can also go and check out our Facebook page and also our website. If you are in the Midwest and in need of a paranormal investigation, you can contact us that way. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.